Everyone's in a family. You see it in the fact that there's a mosque on every corner. It's in the air. And it's almost like when I'm in Dubai and I'm talking to my friends, my Islamic friends, and I explain to them the things you have to protect your child from in an American school. They literally think I'm lying.
Let's not forget. We can't forget. Always got to be true and honest when it comes to talking about the truth. And that is Muslim people, men, can do really whatever they want to when it comes to the women, children of Islam. And that is so completely unfortunate. But that's something that he's not going to bring up. Because again, that's something, might be over here, that he has partaken in the past. And again, I am not saying that the man probably changed his ways. Maybe. But the tendencies of what they can do in Islam and what that brother was doing, What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Albert, man. I'm coming at y'all with another reaction. And today, man, I got that Andrew Tate for you. I got that Andrew Tate trying to give Candace Owens that dower script. So hopefully she doesn't buy into all that bull, jive, all that demonic cultness. And let's see why'd he even jump into it. So let's get some answers, y'all.
This is one of the reasons why I reverted to Islam, because I feel like the Islamic culture is the strongest. You feel the culture.
I was wondering because you were Christian, and
you
know, I definitely.
You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like crackhead behavior to me. You also feel meth, you feel crack, coke, you feel all those things instantaneously too. Instant gratification. That's what you feel. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for a feeling, man. He ain't looking for God. He's just looking to justify himself. I know that just off of that initial. I don't even got to know what he said before or what he's about to say after. I just know off that. That's what he's looking for. He's trying to find something to justify the way that he already is in that red pill community. Facts. It may not be facts, but my facts. I'm going with them.
Enough about the Islamic faith to sit here and debate you on it. Yeah. I'm never a person that will debate somebody on something that I'm not an expertise on.
Yeah.
But
that makes sense.
I will say that I'm sad that you're not a Christian anymore, because I can sense, perhaps it's because you felt that Christians weren't doing a good job defending their beliefs.
Yeah, I think that God should be feared.
See?
I believe that God should be feared. I fear God. It's one of the only things I fear. And I believe that also you see God to a degree, or you see religion how you see yourself. And I see myself as a person of strong principles and strong morals. And I like to
strong principles and strong morals, huh? Or you just like to try to subjugate people. So you try to join a religion that allows you to do so, and that the other people that you already tried to subjugate, apparently in your Christian walk, it's going to be easier for you to do that in the Muslim religion and faith, because, you know, they don't, it seems like anyway, when it comes to Muslim women, they may not necessarily have the same say-so. So, you know, now at that point, you ain't got to really do that extra stuff, because now they're already going to do so. I could be wrong, but going by his history and who this brother is and portrays and how he presents himself, much like I said in the first time I stopped it, it makes sense that he wants to be a Muslim. To be honest with you, it makes sense.
I think of myself as the kind of person nobody really wants to cross, not because I'm a psycho, but because I'm a man of capability and I'm smart and I'm strong and nobody wants to make an enemy of me. So I feel like I find an affinity to a belief system which has very similar outlooks. And there's a whole bunch of other things I can say from the Quran and Islamic texts, etc. But to keep it very vague and very broad for people who are not Islamic, I felt God when I was in an Islamic country. If I went to an Islamic country,
that's the problem.
I felt God. You don't feel any God. How?
You felt God. See, there you go. We're chasing that drug outlook, that meth and bath salts. That's what he's chasing. Felt God. How you gonna feel God and you going to a country that's practicing the Muslim faith? You know what that is? That's Satan. That's Satan. That's who you feeling. You ain't feeling God over there. You feeling the lack of, the presence of evil. That's what you feeling. No disrespect to Pete, because I'm pretty sure there's still good people. But if you're talking about feeling God when it comes to the Muslim faith, no, brother. You feeling, if any Powerpuff Girls fans out there, don't judge me, by the way. But if any of y'all out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all, red skin, the pointy ears, the tail, that's him. That's who you feel over there. You feel him. You don't feel God. You feel Satan. Satan. Y'all tripping. Bruh, I am.
How is it a Christian country if Satanists are mocking Jesus on the streets?
I understand what you're saying, and I was trying to gather in my head what made him, what pulled him away from Christianity. And I said it's probably the example. If you're thinking that America is a Christian country and you're thinking that the United Kingdom is a Christian country,
They're not.
going, Christianity is getting it wrong.
Yeah.
And the truth is that America is no longer a Christian country. We're being run by people that are satanic. Hollywood is satanic, and Hollywood is running America.
Right.
Time out. I'm pretty sure the brother does not live in America anymore, if he ever did. I'm pretty sure by the time he got busted, because I actually did another podcast episode on this on my old channel, talking about he was in Romania when he got caught doing what he was doing. And he lived out in Romania. I ain't never been anywhere else other than America, so I don't know how it is. But sure, okay, he could be talking about America. But if the brother didn't live in America, what is he even talking about? If you talk about going to countries that are Christian countries, obviously America does seem to be one. But there's other countries that practice more so of the original Orthodox belief than we do, that you could have went to. But you chose not to. You chose to say, oh, man, because America's not like this. Because guess what? America's not Muslim either. But you ain't bringing that up. You don't feel the Muslim culture when you come here unless you go to specific Muslim places, mosques. So this line of thinking is asinine, ridiculous.
So you're not wrong. But I think that right now America is facing a spiritual battle. And for the first time in a very long time, Christians are starting to stand up and speak about our principles.
I hope so.
And I could have used you as a
I know. But I have seen in California, I've seen Christians and Muslims get side by side when they were complaining about the LGBT
I did see
in
that
schools, which
recently.
is fantastic. And I know what you're saying, and that is true. But it's almost like when I go to an Islamic country, I feel God around. You see it. You see it in the way the people are dressed. You see it in the fact that everyone's in a family. You see it in the fact that there's a mosque on every corner. It's in the air. And it's almost like when I'm in Dubai and I'm talking to my friends, my Islamic friends, and I explain to them the things you have to protect your child from in an American school. They literally think I'm lying. They're like, no, surely. Like, it's mind-bending to them.
What about African countries that are Christian?
Okay, so yeah, this is interesting. So
yeah, they still are mind blown by the concept of what we're fighting in America. So,
I'm sorry, he said it. He said it. Yo, this brother said the things that you got to protect your kids from in America. What about the things that you got to protect your kids from in the Muslim belief? Let's not forget. We can't forget. Always got to be true and honest when it comes to talking about the truth. And that is, Muslim people, men, can do really whatever they want to when it comes to the women, children of Islam. And that is so completely unfortunate. But that's something that he's not going to bring up. Because again, that's something, might be over here, that he has partaken in the past. And again, I am not saying that the man probably changed his ways. Maybe. But the tendencies of what they can do in Islam and what that brother was doing. So
America is unique. We shouldn't say that this is the blanket.
You're right. There are Christian countries which still take Christianity.
And they're like, what do you mean men can be women? Like, they think you're crazy.
And we're in Romania. And Romania is a country which is very conservative and very Christian. And they don't buy into any of this garbage either.
None of it.
So this is absolutely not true. It's unfair to say all Christian countries are like
America is an exception and not in a good way.
Yeah. I think like the whole West is, unfortunately.
The West is, I've said on my show the entire time, the West is falling. The fact that we're even having these debates is not good.
Yeah. The West has fallen, and unfortunately
Russia, Christian country.
Yeah, absolutely. A very Christian country. So yeah, you are right. But I felt an affinity to Islam. I felt God in the air, and it's difficult for me to explain any other way.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yo, man, so that was Andrew Tate talking to Candace Owens. And to be honest with you, that title threw your boy off because he wasn't trying to give her no dour script. He was just talking nonsense. He was being vague and couldn't even really express why. He just said, I felt God. What? People feel God. Man, Buddhist people feel whatever enlightenment they feel when they're in their element. Hindu people do the same thing. That's ridiculous. Anytime you state that you feel something is like, bruh, every religion goes through that. Every belief goes through that. So, nonsense. But, hey, to each his own. He's going down his path. Lord willing, I just hope that, he just grows as an individual, and maybe he will come to learn Christ one day and really understand what it means to live for something. And that's Jesus, triune God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, the real God. So hopefully he comes to know the truth. And man, that's all I can ever ask of anybody. So if you made it up to this far, man, just follow your boy, the scripture plug Albert, man. I got music reactions. I got apologetic reactions. I got a whole bunch of reactions, man. We just out here. Funny ones. We laughing at pastors too. These Western pastors that are blessing people with Kamehameha waves. We doing that. But man, I just like to create content that makes people laugh and enjoy and probably learn something. Ultimately, to share the scriptures. Appreciate you for watching up to this point. This has been your boy Albert. Love y'all. Catch y'all next time. I'm out.